Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to start our tournament arc with the first part of the Arcadion. We start off the quests over at this person over here. I think it's him. Yes, that's him. Stylish Stranger. A new challenger appears. The stylish stranger is eagerly looking about. Of course, Alala would run the fighting ring. Ah, I found you at last! I'm gonna give him that kind of accent because of the hat and the mustache. You, my good madam, were born to be a star. And I just completely changed the accent. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Metim, head of strategic management at Ascension Arcadia, the premier enterprise for entertainment in Solution 9. Our flagship facility is the Arcadion, a combat arena, and it is there that we host the Ascension Arcadia Championship. It is the pinnacle for fighters in Alexandria, and I want you among them. As you may have heard, circumstances had forced us to close the arena's doors for a time, but the time is right to reopen them. Yeah, because we saw at the end of in the final cutscene after Dawn Trail that it lit back up and gave us a little teaser for the raid series like they usually do. Her Majesty's tragic passing has left our citizens disconsolate. I don't know how you actually say it. I know what it means, but I don't know how to say it, unless I said it right, whatever. By providing them with gripping entertainment, it is our hope to help them to forget their cares for a while. If we are to accomplish this, however, it will not do to show them what they have seen countless times before. No, they need something new. Someone new. Ah, who better than she who not only protected our citizens from the king's army, but struck down the king himself? That was you, yes? Yeah. So it was. And so for your strength and valor, the president of the Federation has marked you to be the Arcadian's next great star. Just imagine it! An upstart, the people's protector, arrives on the scene and challenges the Arcadian's mightiest to rise as grand champion. What could be more gripping, I ask you? The rewards I get from this quest? For your part, you will naturally be well compensated. Oh, I like the side of this. The finest equipment Solution 9 has to offer awaits you after each and every victory. Now you see, this guy understands how I think. I get to kill stuff and I get paid for it? Sounds good to me. I dare say this has enticed you, but you needed to make up your mind right away. If you are keen to test your strength and win rich rewards, then come to the Arcadion at the end of this avenue. The attendant will show you in. With that, I bid you farewell for now. I shall look forward to a favorable response. Well, I guess let's head on over there once this cutscene ends. Also, why are there so many fans? I mean, like, I know I have a bunch of fans, but... seems a little odd. Anyway, let's head on up there. Up the steps. We're gonna do a Rocky montage or something. We gotta head up these steps, train! I don't have cheer on here, do I? Yeah, that'd be a little too much for the joke. Anyway, let's talk to the Arcadian attendant. Ah, brilliant. Master Metim has been expecting you. If you would follow me, I will take you to him. Oops, I'm still zoomed in. I guess that worked for the Rocky montage. Enter the Arcadian? Yes. And of course it switches right back to a cutscene. You came! By this, I take it you will fight in the Arcadion. Well, it's not like I can say no. My character literally can't say no, after all. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to the fold. Now then, I shall explain to you. Ah, there are fighters. Yeah, I've seen the girls before. Oh yeah, I've seen him too. Just screenshots online. Ma'am. You look like you've got some fight in you, I suppose. Still, you can only be so strong without your soul shifter. You wouldn't last long against any of us, you wanna bet? I'm a warrior, I could probably solo you, even at current content. Well, aren't you just a treat? I look forward to meeting you on stage. Ma'am. You're a puny candle before my roaring flame. Make it to me and I'll blast you out of the ring. Quite a couple characters. So I know that there's two good songs. I think it's for the middle one and the yellow one, that there's some good songs for these fights. Those are some of the fighters you will face. They're all, characters. Yeah, that's what I said. As you can see. But I hope you do not take offense to their words. Consider it their way of welcoming you. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I've mentioned, the Ascension Arcadia Championship is a fighting competition. The realm's mightiest to duke it out in a bid to become the grand champion. I've no doubt that all Alexandrians would be captivated by your journey as a challenger, and to cheer you on as you fight your way up the ranks. And speaking of ranks, the fighters of the Arcadion are divided into 3 tiers: light heavyweight, cruiserweight, and heavyweight. The ultimate objective is to become the undisputed champion in all the tiers, and thereby rise up as the grand champion. Yep, sounds about right. As a rookie, your campaign begins in the light heavyweight tier. Excuse me, are you calling me fat? Where you must defeat your 3 rivals ranked therein. Then who's the 4th fight? There's 4 fights in this. Goodness gracious me! I almost forgot to mention the most important thing. The Arcadion has its own repository of feral souls, which our fighters utilize in battle. Ah, that's what she meant when she said we didn't have a soul thing. Because I was thinking like, oh, well, we're probably not going to be killing each other. And again, if they have infinite numbers of souls, they can probably just do literal death matches and it won't matter. But yeah, if they're going to be able to use the souls to fight, then yeah, I can see why we would supposedly be at a disadvantage. Then again, I'm quite an animal myself, if I do say so. I completely said that, butchered that wording on that. So potent are these souls, they alter the fighter's very forms. Lest you wonder, it is the potency of the souls employed that separates the championship's 3 tiers. So wait, she was cocky. So cocky, but only she's in the lowest tier? Now, I'm given to understand you do not use a regulator. Even when you face the king, you do not rely on souls of any kind. That is most impressive indeed. But be that as it may, it would be egregiously unfair for you to compete with not to balance the scales. Don't worry, I don't need the help. Fortunately, here at the Arcadion, we also have the souls of former champions in storage. We will use them to create allies to fight alongside you. Okay. You know, I can just, like, summon my own stuff with the Soul of Azim, but I guess they didn't want to rely on that all the time. Oh, right, and that makes sense because they've used that. That's how, like, Sphene was able to go around and take a form that actually looked like her. And that's actually how the soldiers were working. Yeah, well, basically, they're going to basically just put souls into the soldiers like Sphene was doing. That's interesting. Did I read this? Yeah, no, I didn't read this yet. And to make sure they work with you like a well-oiled machine, we'll draw upon your memories to fine-tune their appearances and abilities to your liking. I told you I can solo them. That sounds a lot like the end of this. Like the arcane manifestation of Guljaja. Yeah, let's get Papa to help us. Except they don't have his soul, unfortunately. My, such marvelous magics exist in your world. Intriguing. Electrope is the medium employed here, but I dare say it is similar in bringing forth a temporary simulacrum. Oh, wait, no, I was referring, that statement was referring to when the people in Mamook, that mystic in Mamook created the younger version of Papa. And for the purposes of evening the odds, I believe 7 of these simulacra, which should suffice, would you think? You know, for an 8-player raid. Using souls for entertainment is wrong. The souls in your repository should be set free. I don't agree with either of these, but okay. This sound... Let's see, which one sounds less stupid? Let's just go with the first one. They both sound stupid with considering this, culture. I had expected you might harbor reservations about the use of souls. Those who hail from outside the barrier often do. But I'm a Lala, so I have no morals, and I don't care what you think. And so I have a proposal. An additional incentive, if you will. For each victory you claim, I shall release the souls of those who fought beside you. You, my friend, would be the star who brings fresh charge to the Arcadion. Fresh change to the Arcadion. So what say you? Are you willing to fight under those terms? I mean, like, again, my character literally can't say no. So you'll just get a little stoic nod. Excellent. Now, I want to tell you more about the Arcadion, but let us save it for after your first bout. After all, it would be pointless to end up losing straight away. Excuse me? You have this little faith in me? Didn't you literally pick me because you thought I was going to rise to the top or something? Anyway. Let's not forget to switch the scene this time. Stupid Lala. With that, I officially welcome you as a fighter of the Arcadion. When you are ready to take to the arena, you need but say the word. By completing matches, the Ascension Arcania Championship, you maybe earn value artifacts. Yeah, you get the gear. Alright, let's start the next one. The Claw in the Dark. Matem gazes at you expectantly. You ready then? Excellent. Rest assured, I will be here to guide you in the beginning. Now, I shall introduce your first opponent. Pray look at the monitor. Ah, yes. I think she's the one that has one of the good songs. This here is Black Cat, feared as the Claw in the Dark. That's right, she's the one who took your measure earlier. While she's still a rookie herself, you'd be wise not to underestimate her. She has real talent and is expected to go far. Her feral soul is Kath Pollock, a terrible feline said to have pushed a legendary hero to his limits. Like, she's gonna need at least that if she wants to fight me. With its power, she becomes unimaginably nimble, and her very claws can rend steel. You'll need to keep your wits about you. Now, you should know that the ring is uniquely configured to complement the fighting style of your foes. Well, that seems a little unfair. This isn't in order to provide the audience with a spectacle. After all, we're first and foremost in the business of entertaining. On a similar note, I should mention that I'm also the commentator for matches. Leave it to me to squeeze every drop of excitement out of your fight. Now then, you'd best see to your preparations. May you emerge victorious in your debut. Oh, trust me, I will. Alright, now I gotta try and get people to do this with me. AAC, Light Heavyweight, M1, now accessible. Oh right, that's why they call it M1 and not A1. Besides, A1 is Alexander, right? Alright, let's try to get somebody. What it's called, AAC, Light Heavy Weight. Oh, I guess I could just do M1N. Yeah, there we go. I pressed. Yeah, need people for M1N. That's what it's called, right? Let me double check that, even though I'm pretty sure it said that. Yes. Alright, let's see if I can get some people for it. Now, I'm actually going to try and remember to use food for these, just to make things go a little bit faster. Not that one, we're on this. And, oh, crud. I need one more eye level. Okay, let's go fix that real quick. I forgot to check that. Okay, so what can I raise up here? Okay, yeah, I still have a necklace that I need to raise up. Okay, let me go just like try and buy a necklace or craft a necklace. Yeah, I'll just do that. That'll give me like 10 more eye levels, and that should that should get me enough. Yeah, I thought I had a necklace. Or like I listed one on the market board. Let me go ahead and double check that real quick, assuming that it isn't, or it's like on my retainer. It might be on my retainer. Here it feels like loading. Oh, there it is. Okay, I can grab that from them. Just cancel this venture. Okay, that solves the problem. Because I needed to get the eye level for... Okay. Okay, so we got 2 people. 685, that's exactly what I needed. Yeah, that's like just enough for what I need. That's kind of close, but that's all I needed. Yeah, because I crafted I just to get some like log combination. Yeah, just get some log completion because I realized that they stopped putting the in the achievements for unique log completion in Stormblood. So like I was actually much closer to completing several of them than I thought I was. Yeah, so I'll wait just another minute, see if we can get one more person, then I'll throw us in queue. I'm glad that we actually got really lucky getting When we did the optional dungeons last week, I actually got an earring and bracelet. If I hadn't gotten those, I don't think I would have met the eye level requirement. I still find it really funny that I hadn't, I had completely not even noticed that. Also, I can upgrade the ring would work. Oh, that's gonna take a bit. I guess we would wait just a minute. Also, we haven't even gotten to the fight yet, and I'm already sitting here sweating in this hot room. Is that TMI? Anyway. I'm gonna need to remember to cut all this out. I'm gonna cut all this out in the editing, of course. It's still pretty funny that I was literally off by 1 on the on my eye level. Yeah, actually, in the meantime, I don't think, oh, there we go. That's everyone. Okay, let's do a ready check, and then let's get everyone, let's get in there. Okay, let's go ahead and queue on up. Hopefully this won't take long. I got 2 healers, I think. Alright, looks like we got 1 healer. Okay. Be nice if I could actually, like, eventually catch up to the current tier, then it'll be a little easier to queue. I mean, thankfully with my people here, we can, like, there's usually people who are willing to help and join in, but I still gotta actually, like, you know, get the eye level to do the stuff. I've actually been having a lot of fun with working on my crafting and gathering sets. I've actually got the full main gear for the crafters. I haven't done any of the tools or the jewelry because I'm still using my pentamelded indicator's jewelry. And then the problem with that is that once I craft the stuff until I pentameld everything, I'm gonna have actually less CP than I did before because the jewelry is primarily CP. CP or GP on crafters or gatherers. So that actually ended up making me get less CP than I had before. Like the basic gear is better, but with the pentamelds, it ends up having more GP than it did before. Now, thankfully, the other gear, it doesn't actually go down on craftsmanship or perception, which is nice. But now I actually want to work on doing a little bit more on the gathering gear because at the moment, I have to use some food in order to gather the sap and the desert lapis, and then also I have a really hard time getting some of the 11 aether sand because I'm just barely under the gathering threshold to get a full 200 on collectibles on those high level nodes, which is really frustrating. There we go. Let's get started with AAC Light Heavyweight M1. Also, every single time I see AAC, I keep on thinking it's a video codec or sound or whatever it is. Oh yeah, this is definitely a fight. Zaktrol, I guess we're in Zaktrol. Yeah, and there's everyone else. Those are the fighters that they said they were gonna summon with their souls. They're gonna use their cheaty regulators. Can't fight me yourself.
A rookie on the rise with razor-sharp claws. The ferocious feline, Black Cat!
That's how his voice is? Okay, I guess I'm not that far off. Claw in the Dark, Black Cat. Also, this song's a jam. Let's actually remember to eat food.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
Our challenger's first opponent, Black Cat. Can they hold their own against our feline ferocity?
I sharpened these just for you.
Okay, looks like on the right side. Okay, right then left. That's how it is. I'll just stay on the left side. 1-2 paw doing the same thing. Okay. So far, pretty easy.
Can you dodge this?
Okay, probably shouldn't stand on the. Probably shouldn't stand where the giant blades of energy are coming out. Okay, then switch.
Try this.
Got a nice little stack marker. Shake it off.
These claws rendle.
Okay, so this one will be safe.
Here it comes. Black Cat's
This one will get hit
lethal
twice.
maneuver.
And then I should be able to move into this one once it gets hit. Okay, I should move into here. I should be safe. This one's gonna get hit again.
My ring!
She's destroying the ring.
Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
Please stand by. How nice.
Going up.
I assume that's gonna knock us back. Oh, that's knocked somebody else onto there. Got it. Okay, so that'll knock somebody out. Oh, that's how that works. That's interesting. Of course, I'm not a DPS, so I'm not gonna get yeeted across the arena. Nice of it to make it so that you could, so that it actually shows if it's red or green. Nice little visual cue for anyone. Alright, then we stand over here. Get pushed into the corner. Or, you know, we can just be a warrior and not do that.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
Okay, now we're clearing the whole arena. And we're gonna
Gut
cycle.
you like a cod.
Oh no, we got a still new mechanic. Okay, so we'll hit over here. I should probably just move over here right away. Got it. Okay, that's interesting. Shake it off again to help with the help with the damage. I've been playing Scholar for MSQ Roulette just to level it up because I need Okay, why is everybody standing over here to get? Oh, that's interesting. And I somehow did the mechanic right. That's why you watch the other people. Just copy what they do. Oh, okay. Again, we're gonna have to move over. Let's get one more hit. Just try and greed a little bit.
Even I felt that one. Oh, but the challenger's still standing.
Okay, Bloody Scratch is a tank buster. Oh no, it's Braid White. That's right.
These claws rendle.
Okay. Okay, this one's gonna hit twice, so I need to pick somewhere else to hide. I think this one's fun. Oh, this one's safe. Okay, good. That one's safe too. I think they purposely design it so that it'll always do to in the center here.
Echo of my soul.
That'd probably be a good design. Oh, is this a new mechanic that we hadn't seen before? Or is it, or I just never noticed it? Shake it up real quick at the end here. Try and use up all of your spenders and stuff at the end, because there's no point in wasting it. Oops, I didn't realize it was on me. Thankfully, I was in the right spot and the fight ended. Wrecked. And he thought I would lose.
KO! The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that accent, especially since I can't roll my R's. That was pretty fun. Yeah, that soundtrack makes it sound like, sounds a bit like a Persona soundtrack. So I will need all this gear, because as you just saw, I need the eye level. Excuse me? Oh, okay. Nice. Let's head on out. Get congratulated on our victory. Bravo, bravo. You are simply magnificent out there. The president's eye for talent is keen as ever. Who's the president? Rowena's shard? So now that you have your first victory under your belt, I shall tell you more about the Arcadion. The championship traces its roots to a time in Alexandria long before the coming of the trolley people. Yeah, we saw the arena in Living Memory. It's very different in the beginning, though, with matches pitting recreated simulacra against each other. That's interesting. That's right, the very same that fought at your side. But with the advent of soul-derived resurrection, battles to the death between living combatants became the norm. That's slightly morbid, but understandable. And all without any actual deaths. The contest evolved once more after Zeralja was made king. It was he who proposed the use of feral souls to enhance one's flesh, leading to the technology for it being devised. So it was that combatants took on the power and likeness of beasts, and the audience experienced newfound heights of excitement. However, when Zeralja raised the banners of war to embark on his conquest, all feral souls were reserved for the army's use. We had no choice but to suspend operation at the Arcadion. What happened afterwards, I believe you know. Yeah, I was there. Having gone mad, the king was vanquished by your hands, and shortly thereafter, our beloved queen was taken from us. I definitely didn't have a hand in that. Though we are thankfully safe now, sadness and uncertainty darken our hearts. Some may think it in poor taste to resume the championships now of all times, but it is now most of all that the people need cheering up. And as I mentioned when first we spoke, we wish to help them forget their cares. Did you see how the audience roared when you, the upstart challenger, triumphed over a rising rookie? You have captured their imaginations, and I hope you will continue to do so. Who's gonna be next on the list? Sorry, I don't talk to losers. I can't believe it. I lost to someone who wasn't even using a feral soul. What are you? You know, you're not the first person to ask that. Put clip of Thoradand in here, editor John. Damn it all! I can't leave things like this. Say, Hey, would you mind if I've watched you for a while? Yes? Don't worry, I don't have any hard feelings. I'm just curious, that's all. About what you can do. Well, then get in the audience like everyone else. Be my guest, as long as you don't get underfoot. I mean, she is a cat after all, it's like their job. My character is so not thrilled about this. Also the music. Well, it looks like we got an apprentice on our hands, unfortunately. I mean, doesn't Alize already fit that role? Don't mind me. I'm just going to be watching you quietly. As fickle as a feline, that one. But I do hope you won't hold it against her. Deep down, she has a good heart. I believe she has like a little sister or something that we'll see later. But we'll see. Let's see. Crit, yes, crit. There we go. I could put some of that material on here. You know, let's just go ahead and do that. Might as well. I'm not thinking about slots. I'm just putting some stuff on here. Actually. Okay, 80%. I don't like that. I'm not going to do any more. Alright, let's talk to Black Cat again. Let's go ahead and talk to Black Cat again. She has something different? Yeah, the same thing. Alright, let's go and talk to Madam again and start the next quest. Sweet Poison. Okay, this is going to be the yellow girl, because I know what her fight is. Madam would introduce your next opponent. Although unexpected company has appeared, let us focus on the match ahead. Allow me to introduce your next opponent. Yeah, okay, it is her. Honey Wasp Lovely. I mean, Honey Bee Lovely. The darling of the Arcadion. As you can doubtless guess, she utilizes the soul of a bee, an extremely venomous one at that. But rather than her poison, you should be wary of her ability to charm all before her. For in addition, also this is a song. For in addition to her winsome charm, which serves her well as a songstress, she can produce the pheromones of a queen bee to enthrall her foes. Those who fall under her spell delight in the torment she unleashes upon them. Okay, no wonder the internet likes her so much. Which is why the audience will be spectating via special contraptions cloaked in holograms. It wouldn't do to have hundreds of people be enthralled. You know, I'm kind of good at dealing with these kinds of threats. We call them primals outside of the... She's not a primal. In short, there's nothing lovely about her. Despite what she might claim, you're in for a bad time. Are you sure about that? I mean, they said that you were going to be a hard time. That may be so, but I have faith that you will prevail. Now, sally forth and show us your medal. I mean, I got my axe right here. What other medal do you want me to show? AAC Light Heavyweight M2, now accessible. Alright, let me just double check that this isn't another eye level check. Okay, good. Let me get people for it. Talk to Black Cat again while we wait. Let's see how you hold up this time without a feral soul. I mean, I am a feral soul, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'll turn these in later since we met the eye level check. Well, obviously I only have one of each of them, so I only have one of them, so I don't think that's enough to actually be able to do anything. Oh, right, oh, cruiserweight. Okay, I'm like, wait, didn't I get completed? Yeah, I was thinking that it was light heavyweight. Which is one of the reasons I wanted to do this, but apparently it's not. So I'll need to... The Wondrous Tales, it's so really annoying now that I've actually finished Dawn Trail, I'm on the high-level Wondrous Tales again. So now I gotta figure out, I can't just go and do ARR Extremes to get easy XP. Okay, I'll wait another, like, 30 seconds, 10 to 30 seconds or so. And then if nobody says anything, I'll go ahead and just throw us in queue. Okay, yeah, I think this was one of the people that was with us. You know, I think, I wasn't watching chat, but, okay, he's AFK, so that's why he hasn't replied. Yeah, I could just wait a second to see if he comes back, because he said he would be willing to help with all of these today. He was one of the white mages. He was, I think there was only one white mage. Yeah, he was the white mage in the previous fight. Just type anyone else. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a second just to make sure, like, see if that guy comes back, because it'd be nice to get a healer for this queue. This is definitely one of the annoying things about doing this stuff, is because I can't just do it with NPCs. And as I always say, I'm fine with taking the slower DPS as long as I don't have to try and find people to do stuff. This would be nice to get some more tomes, because I need more tomes for my the crafters and gatherer sets that I was talking about earlier. So this looks like a wacky arena. Now I've seen her model multiple times because people went crazy when she came out, you know, for the reason that I mentioned earlier. Okay, let's throw us in queue. If somebody wants to join, I'll go ahead and pull them in. We've got what's the shortcut key for a party? I think it's O. Yeah. Okay, DPS. So one of the things I'm gonna end up doing for the 6.0 content is going through all the role quests and the Wachu Meki Meki deliveries. For obviously the Wachu Meki Meki deliveries, I've got all my crafters and gatherers leveled, so we don't have to deal with that. But I need to go ahead and get the materials for it so that we just can go through and craft it all and focus on the story. But then I also want to do the role quests, and I've leveled up. Obviously, we did melee DPS and tank are done, and then I finished leveling up a range DPS. But I'm working on... I'm doing Summoner / Scholar to get Healer and Magical DPS. So that I'm just slowly working on that. Once I get that to 100, then we can just go ahead and start working on the role quests. Although, I'm probably only going to be doing one role per stream, because it's going to be like 5 quests to do. So I probably don't need to worry too much about getting that to level 100, either one of those to level 100, like, in the near future. But also, it's nice to just be able to go in and do MSQ Roulette as Scholar, because then you basically just don't have to think, because the fairy does most of the work. Another one of the things I want to do are the Corn Servant quests, which are pretty goofy, because I want to get that Corn Minion, and I think it might be funny just to go through and do those on stream. What other content did I want to do? I already made a list of, yeah, Dawn Trail content. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, MSQ, World Quests. Oh no, I wanted to delete this. Why the heck did I... Wait, no, this is supposed to be stream... No, I ended up changing it to be on my stream notes note. Yeah, so I can just go ahead and delete this. Yeah. Yeah, because I write down the dates when I record stuff. Speaking of which, I need to actually put down today's date for this, so that when I go to edit it, I can easily find what stream it was on. And I can just go check the VODs channel, but there's been some cases where I'm like, where the titles didn't quite match up with what I thought it was. And it took me a while to find, or like where I did multiple things, or like I changed the title at some point. And then it made it difficult to find the thing that I was looking for. Plus, it's a lot easier for me to just look at the dates on the video files and not have to actually go and search through the VODs channel. I'm still trying to figure out, like, if I want to do, like, dual streaming to Twitch and YouTube. The problem is that I feel like... ideally, I would have, like, a month or two buffer between streams and YouTube, because that seems comfortable in my mind. But if I go and I stream on YouTube, then all the VODs are going to be there, and they'll be posted as videos when the stream is done. Unless I change it so that it doesn't publish the video, but I want the VODs to be there. So I need to check, and maybe I'll experiment with this at some point, where I might do it where it... I might do it where, if this is possible, where if I stream on YouTube, it will save the VOD in the live section of the channel, but it won't actually publish it to the subscriptions feed. So that people don't think that I already did it, so that it doesn't post it there and then people think that that's the full edited video with the good quality and editing. Because I only stream in 720p, which is one of the benefits of actually watching the YouTube video. The other two benefits are I remix the audio so that my voice sounds a little bit better, and fixing any other issues like that. And then it's also the VODs are in 1080p, or the recorded ones on YouTube are 1080p. So those are some of the benefits. And then of course I cut out all the dead air. Like I'm going to be probably cut out like all of this from the YouTube video, because it's not really relevant to the actual fights. I'm just yapping while we wait. I also need to double check that I know that my computer can do it now. Like one of the reasons I was hesitating was that I was still using a 1060 as my main graphics card. So like I wasn't 100% sure I would even be able to stream. I need to look and see, like, I don't want to use Restream because I don't want to pay the, like, $9 a month or whatever it is to do that, when I know I can just do 2 video streams to 2 platforms. The question is, do I have to actually encode 2 different video streams, or do I make 1 video stream and then send it to 2 locations? Because if it's to 2 locations, then I just need to make sure I have the bandwidth to do that, which I think I do. I have 10 up, and I use, OBS says I'm using 3.1K. Which is less than half of the upload. So if that means I would end up using like 6, I'll just end up rounding it up by a lot, making a pessimistic guess, saying like it'll use 7 up, which is 70% of my upload speed. Actually, I think I get more than 10 usually, but I'm gonna just say it's 10. So I should be able to do it bandwidth-wise, but that doesn't leave as much room, that doesn't really leave that much room on the upload speed. That's the thing that's nice with Restream, is that you just send one stream to a place and then it distributes it out to multiple platforms. And of course that costs money, which is why they charge for it. But I think I have the infrastructure and capability to do it myself, since it's only 2 video streams. Plus, like, I could also just, like, try and get better internet. This internet works fine most of the time, but it would be nice to have faster speed. The main thing that's really nice about it is that it's reliable, and it goes down, like, less than once a month. Because, like, I have AT&T, and the only other option here is, like, Spectrum. And, like, everyone who uses Spectrum here, it goes down. Like, the business lines go down, like, once a month. Which is ridiculous. And then they're like, and then you call their support, and they're like, "Oh, nothing's wrong." And then you have to fight with them to get them to fix their stupid stuff. And it's like, I just want it to work. I don't care if I pay a little bit more. I don't care if it's a little bit slower. I just want it to consistently work. Like when I say it goes down, I don't even mean like the service goes down. I mean like literally just the router does its like maintenance restart. Because it just restarts itself. It just restarts itself, I assume, for maintenance. And like that's not even that bad of a deal, so like I don't really care that much. Like, and also I'm pretty sure it does it like when I'm not here, so I don't even really need to worry about that. Yeah, I think there was like one time where like the power blinked or something, and then like I lost connection to my computer at home, but it was like, oh well, like anyone would have had an issue with that. Like, and I think the issue was that my computer had restarted and not that the internet went down. So that's not really an issue. It would be nice to have a slightly faster download speed sometimes. I rarely, the upload speed doesn't matter that much because like when I upload the videos, I just set them off and then don't have to worry about them. It does actually affect me when I'm playing, because sometimes I go and I finish up my work and then I upload the video and then I log into Final Fantasy XIV, and then I do actually lag a bit while I'm uploading. I'm gonna ask anyone wants to join again. Yeah, Q is. We've been in here 9 minutes already. I've been yapping real good, but if we can get some more people in here, that'd be nice. Because I'd like to get through all of this today, if possible. And if no one else wants to, if we get to like 15 minutes, I'm going to try putting us in Party Finder. Because I learned that I learned to do that in Endwalker when we were having some issues with the raids a bit ago. I guess that was almost a year ago now. No, that was over a year ago. Yeah, let me look at Party Finder, see if like anybody's put stuff in here. Nope, just some fun stuff. Yeah, once we get to 15 minutes, I'll put us in Party Finder. And now I've run out of stuff to yap about. Yeah, because I talked about the crafting stuff I'd been doing. Yeah, one thing actually has been kind of annoying is that I'm running out of space for my rings, so actually I went ahead and threw away some of the level 50 rings that I haven't used in a while. Because I still need to level up Monk and Rogue, so I was keeping the level 50 tome rings. But like, I'm not planning on leveling either one of them in the near future, so I just end up throwing away those, and I think I threw away the... I forget what it was, like the range DPS or something? Because like, I have Dancer doesn't even use those, and then Bard is already leveled, and then I think Machinist starts at level 30, so like, they could use it, but I'm not leveling Machinist anytime soon either. The problem with leveling other classes is that I want to try and do videos for some of the other classes, like I did with the Black Mage leveling quests. But when I tried to do it with Gladiator / Paladin, The gladiator quests were decent, but the paladin quests were an absolute joke. And like they were so bad that I literally stopped streaming them because they were like there was nothing to them. The ARR ones were like, go kill this thing. Okay, you're done. Oh, the thing wasn't there. The quest over. It was just a joke. Okay. Yeah, because I think this is we're at 13 minutes already. Okay, let's try... Okay, let's try Party Finder. Now, what thing are we doing here? We're doing a raid. We're doing duty completion. And yeah, we're on M2. Honey calls need clear. Yeah, that's right. I mean, obviously the item level needs to be 685, so... I don't think there's any... Yeah, let's just chuck us in there. Yeah, this should be fine. Oh, well, that's how nice. Okay, let's take us out of here. Try this again. Honey calls need clear. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, duty completion. How do I do this again? This. Help with M2N, please. M2 is Honey, right? I mean, I assume so. We just saw her there. Yeah, Honey calls, yeah. Yeah, it's Honey Wasp Lovely. I mean, Bee Lovely. You know, I was kind of hoping this wouldn't happen. Because like this happened with not the last of the Endwalker, not the last tier of the Endwalker raids, but the second tier, because it was after the third tier had been released. So like nobody was doing the second tier anymore. Like they would do the first one sometimes, but then the second one, like nobody just did those like hardly anyone did those fights, so it was really difficult to find. It ended up taking like an extra hour for one of the fights or something. Like we've taken like 20 minutes. We've taken over 20 minutes on this just for getting this fight going. Like this is so bad that I almost need to like cancel it and do something else. I was hoping to be slightly better than this. Like this is really frustrating. Yeah, we're listed. I remember years ago when I did Heaven's Ward raids for the first time, I went and I did them all in like one afternoon as Dragoon somehow. Then again, a lot of people are going to be getting that for raid roulettes, and a lot more people have those unlocked. Like, obviously not many people have these, not near as many people have these unlocked, because, like, well, if you have Heaven's Ward done, there's a good chance you've done the raids, or at least the beginning of the raids. I'd hope so. You should do Alexander and Omega if you want to get the most out of Endwalker. Kind of figured, I've thought about, like, on my brother, I've been trying to get him to play through the game, and like he's fine with doing it. He just doesn't play games very often, so like he only really makes progress when I play with, like, I invite him to play with me. And so I've just been trying to think of like what extra content should he do, because obviously I just said Omega and Alexander are kind of like required. They're obviously not required, but they're like very good for you to do if you want to get the most out of like Shadowbringers and Endwalker, especially Endwalker. But I also think I'll probably just like unsync clear and we'll go through coils as well, because I didn't do that until like Shadowbringers. And then there was actually like a fair bit of they give a surprising amount of extra dialogue if you have coils finished. Like, it'd be cool to be able to get him to do, like, the Void quest for in Shadowbringers. But, like, that requires you to finish up all of the Shadowbringers role quests. Okay, I'm gonna need to figure something out, because this is just, like, not working. We're not getting anyone on this. This usually works, and it's worked for pretty much all the other fights, but for some reason this fight, we just can't get anyone to do it. Okay, I'm gonna just put us in queue again. Okay, since no one is joining... Later. Yeah, we'll try again later, or at another point, if this ends up... I was about to type something out, yeah. Click and then join back. Should this person go and help, or should I just queue up for a little bit? Need to figure out. This is really frustrating. This is completely messing up my plans. Thankfully, this isn't where like I need to post a video on this next week. Or anything like that. Okay, let's just go ahead and throw ourselves in queue again, see if we can get lucky. Yeah, quit using Party Finder. There's nobody in here. Okay, I'll give this like 5 or 10 more minutes. If it doesn't work, I'll think about if there's something else that I want to do. Like we could start the, maybe I could go do the Corn Servant quest, but I don't really want to do that right now because I wanted to do this today. It's nice that we got through the first fight, but it's kind of frustrating that like we can't get to the second fight. So we've been doing this for like almost 30 minutes now. At least I'll get some practice yapping. Yeah, what else did I have on my list of stuff to do? Yeah, Corn Servant, watch for my community deliveries, and the role quests. Those are the other 3 things that I wanted to do for 6.0, 6.0, 7.0. For YouTube, one of the current schedule that I have figured out, I have next week's videos done, and then I've almost got the following week's videos done. I know I switched to 2 videos per week for a bit. I'm thinking once I post the Dawn Trail finale, I might switch back to 3 videos per week, because ideally I would be able to get multiple videos from each of the role quests, because like on Endwalker role quest I actually did 1 video per role, or per quest, and not 1 video for the entire thing, because I felt like that ended up splitting it up better. And I'm thinking I'll probably end up doing the same thing with those, and then obviously I would need to split these into multiple videos. The raids, I'm pointing to the duty finder, you can't see that. I'm thinking I'll probably split each one of these into their own video. Like the first one will end up having the intro quest as well, but then this will hopefully have its own video, and then the other 2 fights will be their own videos. But obviously if we can't queue into them, we're gonna have a bit of a problem there. This reminds me of when I went and tried to do the Shadowbringers Trials, the Shadow of Rorlit on stream, and then I sat in queue for like 40 minutes, and I'm like, nope, can't do this. It's just very frustrating. But the thing is, I don't really know what else to do right now. Obviously, I've tried what I usually do, and what it usually works is getting people to help me and then queuing, and then if that doesn't work, use Party Finder, which seems to work sometimes, but apparently not this time. Clearly this game is dead and it's dying, and that's all those other stupid clickbait YouTube titles that you see. I was thinking like if I could do like crafting stream, but the problem with that is I would want to also show Teamcraft, which I don't feel like it would end up being a very good viewing experience, because I'd end up just keep on switching between Teamcraft and the game. Then again, if I just show the list, could I, if I do like the list overview, could that work? I need to look at how Wrath games with solo only. I need to see how he does the crafting stuff, because I think he just opens up like the recipe tree and then just shows it. But the thing is, he's doing all the gathering and everything himself, and the stuff that I would be doing would be like high level end game crafts for like the gathering set, or like going around to the, what are they called, the legendary nodes. Well, I guess he's going around the legendary nodes too for some of the stuff. And actually, I mean, I could just use this. I could just set up the in-game timers when I log in. That's one of the things. There is an in-game timer system for the timed nodes, but it clears itself every time you log out, which is really annoying. But it's understandable why it does that. And then Teamcraft has the persistent timers, which is nice. It'd be nice to at least be able to get through this one today, so that then we'll just have 2 fights left for the next time I try and do this. I mean, I could just try and do it tomorrow. I might do that. Because like my issue with doing streams 2 days in a row is that usually I end up using my hand a bunch. But the fact that I've just been sitting here and yapping for like 40 minutes now, like I haven't been using my hand at all. Again, this is nice little practice to practice yapping and figure out, like, just thinking of things to say. It's good practice. It's honestly a skill to be able to do this, and it's something that I've been streaming for like 3 years now. And it's something that I didn't learn until like 6 months. Like it took me like 6 months to be able to get to like basic levels of yapping. And I remember when I was editing the Dragonflight videos that there were at some point, because previously I had only streamed Shadowbringers and I was leaning on doing the reading out the dialogue and stuff. But then in Dragonflight there's a lot less stuff or in World of Warcraft there's a lot less stuff to read out, of course. And so I had to actually like come up with things to say. And so one of the things was just learning how to talk while doing combat. Well, I kind of learned that in Final Fantasy as well, because like for dungeons and stuff, it's a bit more, I feel like it'd be kind of interesting to like just voice my thoughts. And that's one of the things that I was able to get a little bit better at. But the other thing is I got noticeably more talkative at one point and just started talking a lot more. And then there was way less dead air to cut out in the World of War, and when I was editing the WoW Dragonflight videos, when I was doing the second zone, I think it's the Onaro Plains, which is my second longest stream. It was like 3.5 or 4 hours when I went through and did the entire zone in one day, in one stream. Number one longest stream so far is still Endwalker at 5.5 hours, which is still kind of insane. Cause like, I was supposed to go and do something during that stream. I was supposed to like go to my cousin's house, but I just kept on streaming, and because it's like I can't stop now, and like they understood, and I told them that like I wasn't gonna be there. And like my mom left, and then she came back, and I was like just about to wrap up stream. So that was pretty funny. That was still pretty crazy, amazing thing. Like, at no point did I feel like there was a point where you could stop in that finale, starting with like after you finish up with Graha, because once you get to the twins part, like you could stop at the end there. But do you really want to do that? Like, I don't remember if I did. I don't remember if I split the video there or not. But it did, like that, I mean, you could stop there if you really wanted, if you wanted to, like, that is technically a stopping point, but you're not going to want to. Okay, if this gets to 10 minutes, I'm probably just going to cancel this for today, and then I'll try and decide if there's something else I want to do, but I'm probably just going to end the stream. Which is really frustrating, but I mean, we'll try this again. I'll probably just end up trying tomorrow. See if there's more people off. I mean, it's Saturday. Like, come on. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to end up having to cancel this, which is frustrating. I know I've said that multiple times. The other content that I want to do... So, I'll probably go ahead and try and do this again tomorrow, with the hope that it'll be slightly better. Or maybe I'll be able to get more done. But, I mean, I hope it doesn't end up being like this again tomorrow. And we're gonna go ahead and, first I'll whisper the person saying, yeah, I'll just go ahead and try again tomorrow. Okay, well, that was disappointing. This is a fun story. It's just that nobody's queuing for it right now. Yeah, let's head out into Solution 9. Yeah, let's just use this as the background. Okay, well, that was a bit of a disappointing. This is basically what happened when I tried to do the Shadow of Warlord on stream like quite a while ago. I ended up finally getting people to help me with that at some point, but if nobody wants to play, if I can't get people to do it, then like that's all there's going to be doing it. That's all there is to it. Well, I'll probably go ahead and stream tomorrow, see if I can try and do this again. It was pretty funny that I didn't have the eye level for it. I'll work on that. I think I can work on that. I don't think I got enough gear to be able to turn into the store to actually get some gear improvements. But I have the high enough eye level for now that it won't matter. I'll still go ahead and check and see if I can get some better gear, because I specifically had that higher eye level item on my retainer so that I could start farming out the Gargantuan hide, or however you say the name. So I need to like put that back on there and like get some replacement necklace. I guess I could just try and buy the script one, the red script one, but like I kind of want to save those for my crafting stuff. Anyway, I got some good practice yapping today. Unfortunately, we couldn't make as much progress as I wanted, but I mean, what can you do? Anyway, I said I will stream tomorrow. I'm planning on streaming tomorrow because I want to go ahead and try and doing this again, seeing if we can make some more progress. But until then, goodbye.